Yeah, this one's doing live, and then this one's just recording for later on.
I think you might have a helicopter.
I got a YouTube channel. It's called Combustion. I got big enough finally that they're allowing me to come in here and media. So 10,000. Yeah. So there's people that have millions on that up there, but
I got my own. We also got 1,000.
Okay.
Just trying to transition over.
Yeah.
Different content and different viewers.
Right. It depends. Over 100 sometimes. I'm relatively new to this though, the live stuff. Yeah, the thing about the live, like this in the background, copyrighted. Yeah. I don't know. You used to be able to get around it by muting it. I don't know if you can do that anymore, so. I don't know. It's kind of whatever.
Johnny?
What's up?
At the very end of this thing,
yeah.
you're going to see me hop on stage at the start of the queue. I got to go to the right after I'm done shooting. I'm on stage.
I'm on stage? Okay. Come on stage. Alright, so
you'll see me go up because I can start the program. I got to go on. And so after that, that'll be the end of the just come on right on.
Just to film the camera or to film you or?
No, not. I'm nobody, dude.
Okay, no, I didn't know if you're going to be talking with.
They'll be up. The guy will still be up there.
Yeah.
So they'll give you a chance to come up and get on board.
Okay. So what? Should I just go up over here then, or what?
Excuse me.
Okay. All right.
Who's that press car?
What's that?
Who's that press car?
Yeah, exactly. Believe it or not, I actually got in trouble. I posted a picture of this car the other day, and I said, "Get ready for the unveiling." You know, it was under wraps. And Mopar they threatened me. They're like, "We're gonna file legal action." I'm like, "What?
Covered?
Yeah, it's covered. I got shared 25,000 times.
One picture you can see the wheel and you knew exactly.
There is a video of it doing a burnout. Well, you can only see it from the top, but the drawing.
I'm seeing a picture.
Yeah.
So you were like this, Billy.
Not cool.
Your little tripod is right. Just want to hurt you so much. I want you to take off.
You got 250 viewers? 280? I only got 42. It's a different news.
welcome the head of Mopar Service, Parts, and Customer Care North America, Mark Panasonic.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here today. My name is Mark Panasonic, and while I may be a new face for many of you, I'm not new to the Mopar brand. In fact, I've been with FCA for more than 25 years, and I've been a part of the Mopar team for the last 5. And I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am to be up here on this stage at precisely 426.
Yeah.
So while Mopar is present at auto shows around the world, SEMA is truly unique for us. At auto shows, parts are just, part of the show. But here, parts and accessories are the show. And we belong here. It truly feels like our home. And because of that, over the last 10 years, Mopar has brought more than 100 customized vehicles to the SEMA floor. And this year is no exception. As you may know, Mopar was born more than 80 years ago with a line of antifreeze products. And if you look across this area now, I think it's safe to say we've come a long way since then. Our portfolio has over 500,000 products. And what we offer is unique because it's original equipment. Planned, designed, tested, and made by the same engineers who developed the vehicles that these products are made for. While Mopar delivers genuine parts and accessories around the globe, it's a name that stands for so much more. Our Mopar products give vehicles another layer of off-road capability. But as comfortable as we are on the rocks and the dunes, we're also parts makes vehicles faster, bolder, and you'll hear later today, louder. We're here for our customers to see their vehicles as an extension of themselves. Whether you're customizing your new Jeep Gladiator, your Ram truck, or your Dodge Challenger. Now, our full line of accessories is enormous because our passion is fueled by you, the loyal enthusiasts. And to give you an idea of the demand for personalization, let me share some stats. The aftermarket accessory sales for the automotive industry are estimated over $70 billion worldwide. Yes, $70 billion. And these customer demands and expectations fuel our commitment to expanding our portfolio with the highest level of quality. Mopar currently offers more than 10,000 parts and accessories in the US alone, and more than 25,000 worldwide. So we also continue to expand our accessory options and programs at over 2,000 dealerships across the country, provide a geographical footprint that's really hard to match. And last year, the Mopar custom shops in North America processed more than 420,000 vehicles. So the expansion of our portfolio, our 14 Mopar custom shops, and the extent of our dealer network are just a few of the reasons why Mopar sales continue to grow. It also helps to be part of a family that includes some of the best automotive brands in the world. Brands that are playing in the hottest segments of the marketplace right now. Take a look at the Jeep brand, a true global icon. It's present in more than 150 countries. And Jeep Wrangler is one of the most coveted vehicles in the world. And it's also one of the most accessorized. More than 90% of Jeep Wranglers owners buy at least one accessory from Mopar, and many more. From the lift kits, to suspensions, to off-road lights, to tube doors. There's just countless ways to put your own mark on this vehicle, which is one of the reasons that just yesterday, the Jeep Wrangler was recognized for the 10th consecutive year as the 4x4 SUV of the year by our friends here at SEMA. In fact, Jeep Wrangler is the only vehicle that's earned this title since the ward's inception in 2010. It just goes to show there's nothing quite like a Wrangler. So on behalf of Mopar, let me say thank you to all the upfitters and customizers who continue to look at Wrangler as the perfect canvas for their inspiration. And to honor this win, we have a unique Mopar GL Wrangler on display. It's fully customized with new and conceptual Jeep performance parts, such as the steel tube doors, a 2-inch lift kit, Mopar cold air intake, and a Mopar warm winch, just to name a few. There's much more on it, so please take a closer look at it during the show. And without a doubt, the all-new Jeep Gladiator has also become an upfitter favorite. I've seen it all over the place here. Launched earlier this year, Gladiator has become the #1 most accessorized vehicle in the entire FCA portfolio. On average, Jeep Gladiator customers spend more than $1,000 to accessorize their vehicle. And based on the experience that we had in the new Wrangler, we knew that there would be great demand for Gladiator accessories. So we made sure that more than 200 accessories and Jeep performance parts for the Gladiator were ready at launch. I'm proud to say the interest was as intense as we expected it to be. But hey, we're not taking our foot off the gas. Look at the JS, a Gladiator concept mixing, the classic 1970s Jeep truck styling with conceptual Jeep performance parts. And there's also the iconic Jeep JT Scrambler, a heritage-inspired remix, carrying the throwback color palette and graphics of the iconic CJ Scrambler. You don't need to look any further than our show floor. The Jeep brand is not alone in its passion for Mopar. In terms of overall sales, Ram 1500 is not only red hot, it's also the most awarded truck in America. So it makes sense that Ram is now the second most accessorized brand in our portfolio. And this year, we're debuting 2 Ram truck concepts. First, we have the Lowliner, which I would describe more as like a work of art. It's underpinned by an original 1968 Dodge heavy-duty pickup frame. And that dramatic stance that you see comes from a lowered and lengthened wheelbase. The design team also created a custom front end that showcases the legendary 5.9-liter Cummins diesel engine. Now, we're experts at taking vehicles off the road, but now we're taking them off the grid. Our next concept explores the limits of overlanding, a hot trend in the marketplace. In fact, this is the first year overlanding is represented here at SEMA, and we too are here for it. But to tell you more about it, let's listen to what Joe Daner, the head of Mopar and Ram Design Studios, has to say.
Overlanding is, I guess you could say, a glorified version of camping, but it's really not necessarily about the destination as it is more important about the journey. So I think when someone comes up to the Ram OTG, the first thing they're going to notice when everything is deployed is there's a 2-person tent on top. There's a high lift jack that's mounted up there. There's also, because of the roof basket, there's additional storage allowed there. There's a holding tank with fresh water that allows water for the sink and for shower purposes. There's an awning that you can see that actually spans out about 270 degrees. That's really nice. It's almost like having the front porch just below your tent if that's your home. You'll notice that we also have another product feature that's offered on the Rebel, which is the multifunction tailgate. Working with Dometic, we have a slide-out kitchen, if you will. So on one side of the vehicle, we have this slide-out stove and sink, and on the other side, we have an electric cooler and refrigerator that actually slides out. And that is something that's really unique because it works beautifully with the 60/40 split tailgate for the multifunction tailgate. Really just more about just enjoying nature and getting out and enjoying the great outdoors.
One of those, that's for sure. I'd like to say thanks to Ralph Shields and his entire design team for just being great partners and teammates with the Mopar brand. And to you, Joe, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your 30 plus years of service and the mark that you've left on our company. I think it's really fitting that SEMA is your last show before you head out to retirement, or your retirement at the end of the year, and go off the grid on your own. So congrats to Joe. As mentioned before, Mopar is original equipment, and this is color and compatibility. And this same attention to detail goes into our performance brand Dodge. To support this, in August, we announced our limited edition Mopar 19 Dodge Challenger. I'm pleased to note that these vehicles, these exclusive 100 vehicles, are now starting to arrive in showrooms. And this is the 10th year that Mopar has developed a factory-engineered limited production vehicle. These are true collector's items. And we have truly expanded our Mopar heritage, and along with it, our partnership with Dodge, as 8 of the 10 models have been a Dodge. You know, there's no doubt that Mopar and Dodge share a high-performance birthright. You've seen it here, year after year here at SEMA, as well as on the street and on the drag strip. When our two brands come together, we create some magic and some really insane horsepower. And it's that union between Mopar and Dodge that supports our drag racers. In fact, this weekend in Vegas, I saw it firsthand. Matt Hagen captured the second straight win in the 20-car class. And sportsman racer Craig Maddox won the stock eliminator in his Mopar Dodge Challenger drag pack. Drivers with us today, Top Fuel dragster Leah Pritchard. Leah knows firsthand the results of what a combined Mopar and Dodge team can do and deliver. And true to that core, we have a passion for producing cars and trucks that scream for attention. We've built a reputation, a great one, I might add, of bringing you special packages and mining gems from our rich history. And today, it's no different. What's under this cover is special. And we wanted to unleash it here at SEMA, home of the most obsessed fans on earth. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the new 4th generation Dodge Challenger drag pack. Wow. The Challenger drag pack is our track-only, purpose-built drag car, representing our continued commitment to keeping sportsman drag racers competitive. It's engineered for grassroots racers competing in NHRA and NMC sportsman classes. The simple goal to give our drivers a shot at winning every quarter-mile run. After all, our legacy has been built at the track by the men and women who pour all they have into being the best. And we made this drag pack a complete turnkey package. It mimics the look of the SRT Challenger, the heat extractor hood, and bold front and rear fascias. But this drag pack doesn't just look fierce, it is fierce. It's powered by a 354 cubic inch supercharged MEVA. And with a long list of upgraded components that include welded roll cage, new rear axle assembly, drag pack specific struts, wheelie bars and parachute, and exclusive lightweight wheels. And these are just so much fun. Now only an exclusive 50 will be produced, making this vehicle an instant collector's item. So now, if you've been here in the past, you know that Mopar is fired up, some serious horsepower at the close of our show. So I think we should do it again. Do you guys want us to do it again?
Yeah!
Hell yeah!
All right, I'll take that as a good yes. All right, but I'd really like to have Leah come up here and fire up the 4th generation drag pack. You're good. You ready?
I am. All right, let's do this.
All right, now I'm going to need a little crowd participation to make this work really well. So, first thing is get ready. Plug your ears. You might need to do that because this is going to get really loud. So, I'm gonna need your help. We're gonna count to 3. When we get done, Leah's gonna fire this up. So you ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. So, let me come over here. Leah, I want to say thank you. Thank you, SEMA, and thank you to everyone out there who inspires us with their passion for performance. So now, please join me for a toast over at our master. And remember, it's Mopar or no par.
Yeah.
Hoorah.
Excuse me, guys. Close the hood or open the hood?
We're gonna leave it closed. We're gonna make sure it's closed.
Oh, okay.
Y'all feel like you drive one of these bad boys?
Go ahead. That's enough of that. Let's go get some beer. Sorry, go ahead, you go first.
That was the perfect ride. Will you do me a favor?
I don't drink.
Hey, can I get one too, the secret way?
No, they're gonna make you wait as well.
Once we give them to you, everybody's gonna go, you need that, you need that guy. Cheers, enjoy. Cannot give away cups.
Thank you, madam.
You're welcome, sire. Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Thank you, Mopar.
Cheers to you, my friend.
Just got one actually. Hey, do you have pockets? Thank you.